Right. Well. Surprise. Yeah. Thought I'll try something a little different now because editing each episode has gotten challenging, and you know what? That's okay. But how the heck are you guys? Everybody doing well? How's everybody's Monday going? Oh man, well, I'm just gonna spare you my details, but everything's okay. Okay, I'll tell you that everything's just fine. Oh man, I can't tell you how awesome this is to be live. I mean, really, it was spur of the moment. And what I mean by that, it's like, well, no, it's like I could record, but then again, I should keep practicing live streaming. And there's a reason why I'm practicing live streaming. I'll let you know on Friday. All right, I'm just finishing the working on a couple things. And if you hear any noises, that's Mr. Winnie. He's a white ferret, and he's not happy because I'm here, and he's over there. But he's a cool ferret. By any means, I'll show you sometime. He's a very peculiar ferret. He's not mine by any means. He's just very peculiar. But anyway, yeah. But I have something lined up. It's a side gig, actually. Actually, I'll just tell you guys right now. I have a side job. It's a part-time job, but I have to have 20 hours of streaming to make money. So it's on a brand new platform called 17 Live, and I'll be going there and oh sheesh, I just started, so I'm still learning about the new platform and everything. It's really cool because it expands more room for creativity. And what I mean by creativity, I mean I can pretty much create whatever content I want, as long as it follows, the rules, regulations, and the copyrights. All that fun jazz, all that fun stuff. What I will do is I will add more, what you call it, uh, the info on, so you guys can follow me. And I have some ideas I want to do with it. Obviously, vlogging is gonna be one of it. So and so I forgot. I totally forgot there was a like one was like what do you call those things that are like on the side of the ceiling, a spray air freshening. Totally forgot that there was one up there, like startled, like I was talking. I'm laughing at myself now, but I'm like, what the heck was that? Yeah, so that's just up there. But anyway, because Mr. Winnie here, he's a stinky bug. But anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna give you guys the info on that, so you guys can sign up, register for an account, and follow me there as well. And I also figure I'll keep this podcast running. There's no doubt about it. I will keep this running no matter what. No matter what. So don't worry. This channel will be staying. So don't you worry. My sports channel, it's still on limbo right now just because with everything going on. But the sports channel will be revving back up. That means almost fantasy football time. Oh, well, that's for the other stream. But yes. So look out for a sign up sheet if you want to play fantasy football. Oh boy. Well, I tell you what happened today? Just something awesome did happen. It's when I got the mail, and I'm gonna show it to you guys in a minute. But man, what did I do today? Work stuff, and then did some housework. Mm, Nothing really amusing on my end, really. Trying to think, not really. The most amusing thing, actually, I got gifts. So before I tell you guys what the gift is, I want to give a shout out to Royce Eddings from Royce in the House live on YouTube. He's live every Sunday. I believe numbers. I hate numbers. Obviously, I believe he starts at every Sunday evening. He's live on YouTube, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time, my time, 8:30 p.m. Central Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and he, Moo, Dan McNew, Just the Facts, Lou Mars, Michael Nolan. And by the way, shout out to Michael Nolan. Thanks for the nice words, Michael, in the comment section on my last YouTube. on my last YouTube video. I appreciate that. I'm standing tall. Appreciate it. I really love your content. Nothing wrong with talking about Led Zeppelin. I tell you what, iconic band. I'll give it that for sure. Simply iconic. I do have, I believe, Led Zeppelin 2 on vinyl. I'll have to show it to you. Maybe on Friday I'll bring some vinyls out, show you guys stuff. But yeah. All right. So thanks again, Michael. Much appreciated. Keep up the good work on your channel. I love your stuff. I really do. And of course, anyway, Royce Eddings and Lou Mars, Dan Renew, and sometimes, the Mean Monkey, Jeff Davison. I call him the Mean Monkey. He knows why. And they go live and they talk about just wonderful topics. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of things that have made me think. And of course, there was yesterday, my Sunday was part 2 of like the greatest frontman in rock and roll, and oh man, I loved it. It was great. Especially talk about like Steven Tyler. I mean, aside from his past, the music. Oh my gosh, Lou is spot on. I mean, Aerosmith's music, especially their early stuff like Dream On, Kings and Queens, same old song and dance, my friend. But then again, there was some later stuff too. I liked by like Hold My Soul, Pink, Jane's Got a Gun, Crying. I love that song. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, check out Royce in the House every Sunday on YouTube, starting at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Pacific Standard Time. Oh my gosh, sorry guys. Pacific to Pacific. Wow, whatever. It's been a long day. Whatever. No one's perfect these days anyway. Next shout out goes to Dan Renew, just facts / Ask Dan on YouTube. He's just awesome. He's so knowledgeable of what he does, and when he's looking at me, because he's really entertained. I'm gonna have to catch him next time he looks at me like that. I'll show you guys next time. Oh, he's stinking cute. Sorry. Just the facts, Dan. And, Dan Renew is a very good guy, very knowledgeable. Both he and Ross are very knowledgeable people. So check out their YouTube pages. And while you're at it too, if you like, if you're like a fan of like the artsy, crafty stuff, check out my sister-in-law's page on Facebook and TikTok called Luca and Lily Boutique. Obviously named after my nephew and niece, and I can't wait to see them in August, so that'll be fun. Play some catch-up time with them. Yeah, and all these shout-outs are so deserved because I love every shout-out I give. It's just I love people. I enjoy the people. Now, we got the shout-outs out of the way. Royce Eddings from Royce in the House sent me the record. He asked me for my address last week. I said, sure, here it is. And he goes, I sent you a little stuff. Like, okay, it's cool. What I didn't expect was this. And of course, the dork in me, when I opened this, I wasn't expecting it, but I was excited. It's always fun to receive stuff from your friends. And of course, Royce, I'll be sending you something back soon. So just wait. Just hold me on. It will happen. Trust me. I have something planned for you as well. Trust me. You have something planned. I have something planned for you. And anyway, and this record, oh my gosh, brought back so much memories. And oh my gosh, I love it. And we all know what I'm talking about because I can't stop talking about a guy named Mickey Dolenz. And oh yeah, which we'll get to, by the way. And he's blazing. By the way, he's blazing lately. He's been killing it live. Oh my goodness, I'm loving it. Yeah, I'm just sitting here, just like Christmas Eve, just waiting for it, waiting to jump on, waiting to see Mickey Dolenz in Colorado or something. It's like, oh please. I'm just waiting. Oh yeah, when it happens, I'll be there. Just watch. I mean, too, just watch. It will happen. But anyway, timing's everything. But anyway, so this record is a Monkees record. Yeah, check this out. Why my groaning? My groaning's been kind of a thing lately. It's a long story, but check this out. Okay, the Monkees' greatest hits. And oh my gosh, look! So there's the red side. Then I turn it around. There's the back side of it. The Monkees' greatest hits. And features, side one features Daydream, Believer, And a homecoming queen. Uh, so, sorry, that's the habit. But anyway, side one is Daydream Believer. One of my personal favorite songs. The second song is Pleasant Valley Sunday. It is one of my personal favorites. Third song is Cuddly Troy. That's a good one too. The fourth song is Shades of Grey. Oh, classic. The fifth song is Zor and Zam. Mm-hmm. This is a good one. Yes, 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 yes. And then, wait. One, two, three. Well, I've lost track. And then next song is A Little Bit Me, A Little Bit You. Two. Boom. And then the last song on side one is She. Then the side two, we have Mickey's song. Yeah, Mickey Knowles wrote a song. I mean, this was before, oh, eons before the album Justice, which, all the members, all the Monkees members wrote and produced their songs on this. But this one, um, boy, what did Mickey say? It's about his experience um, having a party with the Beatles in England, and he was told he had a great time. So he still says, I just love how he says. I just love how he says this. He's like, I went to a party and I was told I had a great time. So anyway, so the first song is called Randy Scouts Get. And Mickey Dolenz wrote this about the experience, some of the appropriate experiences that he saw during that party. But that's such a great song. Why don't you cut your hair? Why don't you live up there? Love that song. And the next song is I Want to Be Free. David Jones. It's David. You know what I mean. He sings that. And then I'm a Believer. Not from Shrek. And of course, oh, Valerie. I mean, come on. Next song after I'm a Believer is Valerie. I mean, man, it's gorgeous. Winnie, knock off. Oh, here we go. Next song is Mary Mary. Mary Mary, where you going to? Then you have the next song, I'm Not Your Stepping Stone. And that's a classic song. I remember when I was young, and part of Winnie, I don't know what he's doing, but my gosh. Stepping Stone, I like this song. But I grew up actually listening to Stepping Stone, really. It actually started with my mother. Yeah, no. But yeah, then the last song aside too is Last Train to Clarksville. Oh, what a great song too. Yeah, every time I'll tell you what, every time I hear Last Train to Clarksville, I'll tell you guys this. Every time I hear Last Train to Clarksville by the Monkees, somehow I always like time travel back to when I saw them live at the Stampede, which was by the way 18 years ago. Oofa. And that was a great show. It was just the lineup was Mickey Dolenz, Davy Jones, the late Davy Jones, and the late Peter Tork. And that was such a great concert. Oh my gosh, it's like wow. Just knew it was great. So every time I hear Last Train to Clarksville, oh, what else? Pleasant Valley Sunday. But then again, that's always been a favorite anyway, regardless. Valerie. Randy's Casket too. Oh man. Every time I hear those songs, especially when Mickey pounding on those drums to Randy's Casket, the dun 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 dun. It's like Big Purple. She's a wonderful lady, and she's mine, oh mine. But yeah, so this is what my friend Royce Eddings from Royce in the House got me. Yeah, but the absolutely best part is the cover of the vinyl. And I tell you what, I was not expecting this awesome color. It's like honestly, I'm okay with whatever color vinyl is, but this color on this record, it's good. So you have it on orange. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, it's like a bright orange. It has Friday Music label in the middle. It says the Monkees' Greatest Hits, Friday Music. And yeah, it's beautiful orange. But look, isn't that beautiful? Yeah, that's gorgeous. And Yeah, but anyway, that's what my friend Roy sent me. It's very funny. We have playing the wrong sleeve. But anyway, this is what my friend Roy sent me today, actually, out of all places, and out of all days. And so, yeah, I'm going to be playing it later for sure. But I figured I'll come on first before I do that. So I'm going to put this beauty right here so it doesn't fall over. So, yeah, and but I'm just stoked because the, the reason this also, made my getting this record made my week is because I actually my very first Monkeys record I found was at a thrift store called Goodwill down in downtown Greeley. It's closed down now, but this was like, oh, I don't know, 15 years ago or so. And I think maybe a little bit after that, maybe before that. I think it was before that. I can't remember. It doesn't matter anymore. But it feels like about 15 years ago. And so I was like, looking at the vintage records. And I was just a young, semi-innocent child. And and I found the Monkey's Grace hits like in a turquoise cover. And what I didn't realize was that the record was scratched. So as as horrible as as scratched up as that record was, I never got rid of it. I still have it. I still need to find it. I still have to go through my vinyl records, but with my shoulder and my elbows, it's kind of hard. But I still have it, and I'm just the reason why I never got rid of it was because I don't want to get rid of it. It's just it was special to me, and it was a special album. Finding, I shall say, I can't play it, but the cover's in great condition, and it's just something nice to have. And then the absolutely best thing too is that when I was younger, I grew up, with a lot of these CDs, and and my mom, okay, bought me this 2 CD set of the Monkeys. I can't remember what it's called for the life of me. I have to look it up, but it was cool. It had like a cool like motion thing on the front, so I could move like this big square double disc uh, CD. I think it was double CD or maybe more. I can't remember. I have to look it up. It's been a while, but if you move it around, like their faces move around and stuff, it was cool. And I listened to that CD religiously. It is so good. And actually, I found it on Amazon not too long ago. So I don't know. I'm tempted just to buy it just for nostalgic sake too. But yeah, I remember my parents asking me, "Don't you get tired of listening to that CD?" I'm like, "No, not really." And it's true, it's not because what the Monkeys did was brilliant. So anyway, again, thank you to Royce Eddings for this gorgeous Monkeys record, and I'll be listening to it this week. And I'll tell you what, when I saw this, I was just looking at it. I mean, there, I was just looking at it. It's just looking at the names of the titles of all these songs. Really brought back a lot of memories for me. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. All right. Well, let's see. So technically speaking, I'm about 17 days away from the Greeley Stampede, so I'll be seeing Mr. Brad Paisley and hopefully what's his face, Cole Swindle. So yeah, so Brad Paisley's on the 24th of this month, and Mr. Cole Swindle is on July 3rd. So I'm ready, people. I'm just ready. I'm ready to get away and listen to music. That's what it's about. It's the music, and I honestly can't wait. So I'm going to talk, kind of. Let's go and go back to the discussion of movie soundtracks. I want to go back to that a little bit. And in regards to the Top Gun album, I did listen to the current one, the newest Top Gun album, Top Gun Maverick. It's really good. I really like the fact they kept the original Danger Zone and the original instrumental Top Gun theme. I love that. The new mix is good too. Like I ain't worried by One Republic. That was good. But Lady Gaga song, "Hold My Hand," mm, stupendous. It's beautiful. Something about Lady Gaga, which, by the way, they were talking. I know Royce was talking about like female female lead singers and bands, and I just keep thinking about Lady Gaga because she's a great example. I mean, Taylor Swift too. Oh my gosh. Oh, without doubt, Taylor Swift was one. Is one of them. One of them for sure. Oh my gosh, I saw her live eons ago when she was like about about a few weeks before she released her second album. Rose, yeah, her second album. And I love that album. The first, second, the first one, second, and third one are the best ones in her country. And then when she decided to move over to pop, it was all right. But I do like her song, "Shake It Off." No, I agree with Luke. That shake, 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 shake it off, shake it off. Haters gonna hate, 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 hate. Yeah, it's a great song. And but anyway, so well, there's a whole discussion about Taylor Swift, which I agree. Okay, but Lady Gaga should be on that list because she really brings her own stage presence. Lady Gaga does. I mean, sure, don't get me wrong. I love Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift, writes songs about her exes, and all of her music really connects with other people. That's great, but but I think Lady Gaga should be on that list. But that's just me. I love Lady Gaga. She's awesome. I have a lot of respect for her as an entertainer and also as a person. I mean, she's very kind. She helps people, and it's really good. And I really like her very much. I really do. But anyway, we're going back to movie soundtracks, and it's amazing. I mean, of course, obviously we talked about Top Gun last week, but it's just amazing how certain movie soundtracks can really just capture our attention, regardless if it's instrumental or has famous artists on it, or have like great songwriters on it. It's amazing. And there was like one movie soundtrack that has always caught my attention, and this was back, oh geez, a good couple of years ago. I mean, I'm talking about, oh, I don't know, whatever year that Three Musketeers movie came out with oh shoot, it's an old one. It's not like black and white. It's like Oliver, I can't remember his name, but it was like a '90s movie of like the Three Musketeers. That soundtrack is amazing. And the reason I say that is because I really like the fact that the producers of that soundtrack um, got these, let's see, one, two, three artists working together to create such a beautiful ballad. It's like the artists were Bryan Adams, Rod Stewart, and Sting. And they collaborated with the song All for Love. Yeah, All for Love. Yeah. And that is just, oh my gosh. I think the reason I did dork out, I still do dork out about it, is because the way, like, it's like all three singers are so different. They really are. And I love it. Rod Stewart, Sting, and Bryan Adams have their own swagger. They know how to carry the crowd. Their stage presence is dominant. It's awesome, quite frankly. And yeah, and so when I heard like the sound of Sting's, Rod Stewart's, and Bryan Adams' voices, collide together, um, oh, it was gorgeous. It was freaking gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it's just one of those things. It's just like, oh, we're gonna have these three artists, merge together to create this song. They sing, and then boom, magical. And it's such a great. I'm gonna try not to be mushy here because obviously it can't be, but it's a great love power ballad. That's what it's all for love, and I don't know. It's just I think what really draws me to it. It's just the sentimental and the emotions from of the voices from Sting, Ross Stewart, and Bryan Adams. I mean, just hear him sing that song, like, oh my gosh, it's just like I don't know how they could sing together like that, but that is just beautiful. If you don't know what I'm talking about, seriously look up "All for Love" by Rod Stewart, Bryan Adams, and Sting. If you've seen it, then you know what I'm talking about. And it's incredible. And it's just one of those things where it's like who comes up with these ideas? I'm like, I don't think anybody could ever match that kind of collaboration. And yeah, yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know. Right after saying that, the Dirty Dancing soundtrack came across my mind. There's that song "I Had the Time of My Life," but I'm like, Yeah, but now to think about, I think, All for Love is probably the winner there because, I mean, of course, I've had the time of my life. Of course, you're going to feel that emotion because you're just enjoying the time you have with that person. And that's great. But I think the pure joy of, well, love, I guess, I shall say, you know, um, can be found in All for Love. So, but it's just, again, just really goes down to like emotions and stuff, like who are the right singers. And then, of course, right, okay, obviously, Price I was coming to right under All for Love is I Have the Time of My Life. And I think in general, that song is just a great mix, like a whole fusion of great sound and great vocals and great instrumentation. And it's catchy. I mean, yes, I love the movie Dirty Dancing. I always will love the movie Dirty Dancing. It's nostalgic. But in reality, I think the nostalgicness comes from the music. And I think, I mean, don't get me wrong, Patrick Swayze was, oh, he was an icon. Yes, in his own right, he was an icon. I loved him in Roadhouse, Red Dawn, Ghost, No Laughing. That is a good movie. And obviously Dirty Dancing, but really, the whole Dirty Dancing soundtrack made the movie. I mean, Jennifer Grey knocked out of the park as Baby, and again Patrick Swayze knocked out of the park too. But really, the music from that album made the movie. Because this is how I feel. I don't know how you guys feel it by any means, but I view it as every time I listen to the Dirty Dancing soundtrack, I feel like I'm in the movie. It's just the whole thing of the music, especially the time, to create that movie. And I mean, obviously, it wasn't in that century, but they made it feel like you were back in that time. And I love that style of music as well. It's just like I really do appreciate like the older music and the Dirty Dancing soundtrack. Oh my gosh! Now the next move. So, but anyway, it's just great stuff. I mean, movie soundtracks have a way of really just appreciate a movie more. And I think with Dirty Dancing and even All for Love, I think it really makes me appreciate both movies more, even more for that matter. I think my number three would be probably I'm going a little into the now here. Oh, sorry, shoulder. I think for number three, I'm gonna go with the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack. Oh my gosh, I can. When I first saw the very first movie, Guardians of the Galaxy, you see Chris Pratt. He has like he resembles. This is what I like about Chris Pratt's character in Guardians of the Galaxy. He always walks around with his little headphones, with his cassette player. And I'm like, and that is actually pretty much what I looked at as when I was a kid. I always had my cassette tape. I always had headphones on. Even my teenagers, I had headphones on. Even now in my late adult years, yes, I still have headphones on. Not right now, but I do. And so just seeing him, listen to that cassette tape and seeing him dancing to the music. Oh my gosh, I'm like in stitches, and it's because that's how I was. So that kind of brings back to the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack, because there's just nostalgic music. The ooga chugga, I can't stop this feeling. Oh my gosh. I'm like, I love music like that. It's just like, it has like a little bit of that rock. It has like a really healthy mix of the rock, the soul, the soul. Oh yeah, it does. I mean, both of them do. And oh, Royce is in the house. Oh, Royce, you just popped on the nick of time. I just showed off your record you got me. I was just yeah, I'm trying something new. Yeah, but yeah, I just showed off. You missed it. I just showed off the record you got me. You sent me, which I really do love. It put a big smile on my face. You made me smile so much. It actually made my week, especially during these difficult times. So thank you so much, Royce. I cannot tell you how much this means to me. Really, it does. It's it's great. And I'm like looking at the songs. I was just telling, well, people, and also when people watch this on the replay, that a lot of my favorite songs are on this record. And Yeah, part of the noise. That's a ferret. He's just being picky because I'm not gonna let him out. He's not my ferret, so therefore he doesn't go out. But yeah, but anyway, I just want to tell you right off the bat, one of my favorite songs on this album is Pleasant Valley Sunday. It's something about that song. It was written by Carole King. What's this on this beautiful record? Did you see the record? Oh my gosh, look at this, Royce. No, seriously, I'm dorking out over here. You you turn on the monkey switch. It's a good thing. But seriously, look at that. Look at how orange that is. I love it. So Pleasant Valley Sunday, which I'm looking on the wrong side. Here we go. It's written by Jerry Goffin and Carole King. So I do have Carole King on vinyl. But I really like the song Pleasant Valley Sunday. There's just something about that song. I mean, I don't know what it is, but it's just great. And then of course, I was also explaining too that Valerie and Lost Train to Clarksville, a little bit me, a little bit you. A lot of these songs really kind of put me back in a time machine back to when I saw the Three Monkeys live in concert. So yeah, again, thank you. And this really does mean a lot to me. It really does. So thank you. I love you for it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you very much. And our friendship, of course, too. Thank you. Yeah, I know the orange is righteous. It's like, oh my gosh. It's like, whoa. It's like, I was like, unpacking it and stuff, and I'll show you the label. There's the label right there. It says like Friday music and all that. But yeah, no, this is a cool thing, and I really appreciate it. It makes me feel better. I'm definitely gonna have this blasting. It's gonna be so good. Ugh. See, you got the monkey out of me now. So that's a good thing. But thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love it very, very much. I also like the fact that it's like in a dust cover too, so that's even better. Much love to you. But anyway, I'm talking about like movie soundtracks. I'm kind of going back on there, kind of giving my list of movie soundtracks. And I was just saying the first one was from that Three Musketeers movie back in the '90s, with where they had that song with Sting, Rod Stewart, and Bryan Adams. Crazy ferret. I'm sorry. Hold up. I'll show you guys one. Yeah, he's not even mine. Winnie, say hi. Yeah, see, people can see you. Yeah, pipe down. He doesn't care. Well, that's Winnie. It's my brother's ferret. My brother's at work right now, so this place is better lighting for. You're just as bad as Smokey put it. But anyway, ignore him. I want to say, I don't know, Smokey's almost talking about luck. He gave me a dirty look, but oh well. But anyway, so I was saying that the soundtrack to the Three Musketeers movie, and there's a song called All for Love, and it was by Rod Stewart, Sting, and Bryan Adams. So that was my favorite soundtrack. And number 2 was the Dirty Dancing soundtrack. Yeah, no, I'm serious. The Dirty Dancing soundtrack has like a whole fusion of things. Now I'm just like a whole fusion of different music and great vocals, great instrumentation. Like holy cow! And then right before I went to my monkey dork out mode, I was talking about, and it's all good. I love being a dork. This music, who can't be a dork, And then I was talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack. So you have a lot of those like rock and soul music, really, really good soul music. So that's where I'm at. And also too, it's amazing how movie soundtracks can really just capture you. It doesn't even have to have artists or sometimes it just takes a well-known composer and an orchestra. I mean, a prime example would be that my brother Josiah, he has whatchamacallit, just like a whole instrumental thing of Star Wars music. I mean, simply just all instrumental, and he loves it, man. Yeah, I like it too. It's good variety, and I like the sound of the strings and the horns. It's amazing stuff. So it's really interesting. I just like I don't know. I always like to see the process of how how you start creating like a movie soundtrack. How do you pick out the performers? How do you pick out the songs? I mean, again, with the latest Top Gun Maverick album, Tom Cruise picked Lady Gaga. Shoot that. Don't mind me. And Lady Gaga and to perform the song "Hold My Hand." And she wrote that too. And I tell you what, you need, yeah, Royce, look that up too. "Hold My Hand" by Lady Gaga. That is such a killer song by her. I don't know how she does it, but wherever she writes or composes, boom, it's magic. It's universe. And the comments too I've seen of her from that music video. I mean, a lot of people are very moved by that song. So, but anyway, that's where I'm at. So, what's the other movie soundtrack? I like Pretty Woman's a good movie soundtrack. I like that one. And I think too that a lot of people like that record too is because of the music. You have your Roy Orbison, you have Prince, and oh, here's a fun fact. Here's a fun Prince fact. Okay, I did not know this, and this was way before I even moved here. I didn't even know this, and quite frankly, I'm a little jealous that I missed this. But did you know in 1989? Okay, I was in Virginia. My dad was in the Navy at the time. But anyway, pain butt. But in 1989, the Prince, okay, he performed in Wyoming. Prince in 1989 took his tour to Wyoming. I'm not talking about Cheyenne either. I'm talking about a small town in Wyoming called Sheridan. And Sheridan is about, oh, I don't know, about like well, I'm saying it's like northern Wyoming, so it's like like where I'm looking, I'm close to the Boulder border of Wyoming. So yeah, so in 1989, Prince took his tour to a small town called Sheridan, Wyoming, and I actually found a review of that concert, and people did show up to see Prince perform in a small town. I'm jealous. And so now that I think of Prince, I think of my that I pretty much missed the opportunity to see him in Wyoming. I'm like, man, what a ripoff. It's like like eons later. Oh, you went to Wyoming in 1989. I'm like, damn. But yeah, but that's a small fact. Prince took his tour to a small town in Sheridan, Wyoming, and performed there. True fact. But anyway, back to Pretty Woman. Yeah, it's like Prince. You have your David Bowie, again Roy Orbison, just a whole bunch of artists, and I think that's what brings people to really enjoy movie soundtracks. Are these artists too? I'm like Roy Orbison. I mean, come on. I love Roy Orbison. Even my mom loves Roy Orbison. I even know who Roy Orbison is because of my mother. And there's but there's one song. Speaking of Roy Orbison, there's one song that I cannot listen to. It's not a bad song. It's just too emotional for me. And I think a lot of you can agree with me on this too, because I'm pretty sure there's one or the other. You all have crossed paths with a song that you really like, but you just really can't listen to it because it really, gets you emotional and all that jazz. Okay, and the song I'm talking about is Roy Orbison's tune, "Cry," or is it "Crying"? One of the two. And I remember this was ago. Geez, it was about, I don't know, 15, 16 years ago. My mom, before her illness got really out of hand, she I was in the van with her, and she was driving along. We were listening to Roy Orbison, and "Cry" starts to come on, and and Roy Orbison's going, "Crying, cry," like that, and literally my mom and I are just like, oh my, we're just being the typical, girls we are. We're like, oh my gosh, we got skip the track. It's so sad. I'm serious. We're just in tears, and to this day, if I hear her crying, I will literally skip the song. I just can't. I can't listen to it. it just triggers something. It's not like I don't think I have anything to relate to just yet, but it's just, something that song just triggers my emotion. Now I'm like, okay, this is a great song. With all due respect, I love Roy Orbison, but I cannot listen to this song right now. That's just, it's bad. I mean, you guys want to see me cry, like I don't know, like a 2 year old. There you go. But yeah, but man, but regardless of that, Roy Orbison, really carried himself as an artist, and I think he really did create that pretty woman image with that song. Pretty woman, and which, by the way, that's one of my favorite movies ever. Oh, I love that movie. I love it. I think I love it because it's chemistry between Richard Gere and Julie Roberts. That acting chemistry is just mm, home run. I'm being all girl here, so just don't mind me. But yeah, but I think Roy Orbison really made Pretty Woman with that song and the whole soundtrack in general. And if you've seen have you seen like the Pretty Woman on vinyl, like soundtrack on vinyl? The record is pink, bright pink. It's gorgeous. I don't know. I might have to go find my own copy. Then what's my other favorite movie sound? I'm trying to remember. I mean, Top Gun will always be up there, so I discussed that last week. I can go on forever about it. Highway to the danger zone. Let's see. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of movies. Animal House. That's a great soundtrack. Cause oh my gosh. Okay, so Animal House. I'm laughing now because my parents forbid me to watch that movie. I didn't listen to them. Yeah, I didn't listen much when I was a kid, but I learned my lesson after watching it. But now as an older person ish, kind of, that's a great movie. I think what also makes that movie, of course, the acting makes that movie. Of course, what doesn't make that movie? But I think that what you call it? I think the soundtrack who made that movie because there are a lot of oldies on that in that movie, and when that soundtrack came out, a lot of people just fell in love with it because of the style of it. Especially with the Wolfman Jack's American Graffiti. My bad, backtrack, but yeah, and that's a great soundtrack. It's just a lot of oldie stuff. I mean, we're talking about like, uh, what's that song? I can't remember the song. If you seen Animal House, let me know. What's that song? It's that scene where Belushi was in the cafeteria. What a world this could be. I don't need a degree in biology. Something like that. I can't remember all of it, but it's vintage stuff like that I really enjoy, and a lot of people enjoy it too. And to this day, I hear a lot of people still sing along to that soundtrack. So that's just pretty top notch in my opinion. I try to remember some more. A lot of things are just running in my mind, of course, out of all things. What about you, Royce? Do you have any favorite movie soundtracks? Is there like anything like, or I know there was like maybe like a couple of gangster sound, like gangster movie soundtracks that were really good. I don't follow the gangster movie genre, but I'm aware of what they are. But if you can think of it, let me know because I'm like, But I think it's just really cool how I always found amusing how artists and bands just collaborate together to create amazing music for movies. And I think too, soundtracks are actually also a fun fact of what um, of how universal music is, and I think that's just a beautiful thing. Really, I think so. Oh, let's see here. I don't know what other topic I have here. I don't know. I don't know, but Royce, I'm gonna say this to you. That Godfather is good. Thank you. There we go. Now we're talking the Godfather album. Okay, that's what I was missing. I'm like, there's something. There's just something. And I'm like, it's like, yeah, that is a good record too. I've heard some really good vibes about that soundtrack. Yeah, that was a good soundtrack. I was like, I don't follow like the gangster mob movie genres, but I'm aware of Scarface and The Godfather 1, 2. I get that, and the Goodfellas, Platoon. Yeah, yeah. My dad likes the Platoon soundtrack as well, Royce. That's a good one too. Yeah. great stuff. Now, speaking of war, yeah, the Good Morning Vietnam soundtrack. With Robin Williams as a radio talker, and he was hilarious with his humor. Man, I miss him. I could use his humor right now too. And that whole soundtrack with the classic oldies, the classic music. It's just and I, of course, when I grew up listening to it, I never really understood it, why my parents listened to it and loved it. Now I get it. That just brings me back to a better time, just as much as like what the Monkeys brings me back to my time, or Kiss brings me back to my time, or Bon Jovi brings me back to my time. Which I'm so heartbroken about the bassist's death. That's just really unfortunate. That's kind of sad, people. It really is. But regardless, it's just my parents. They loved like the old school stuff. I mean, the Supremes, Chubby Checker, Beach Boys. My parents knew who the Monkeys were. My mom was a fan of the Monkeys for a little bit, but they're not as much as I am. But but they know, but they enjoy hearing what I know about the Monkeys. So that's fair play. That's fair. That's fair game. Um, so yeah, so I guess that Vietnam soundtrack just brings back to their time of back in their high school days, to their college days. And here's a fun fact too. My dad saw the Beach Boys live. Oh, way back. I think he was in high school when he saw him live. I think my dad can't remember much anymore, but he was there, and he can't remember all the songs, but he does remember being there, and he remembers hearing Brian Wilson sing. And he said that was just a great concert. And it's true. I mean, sure, the original lineup's not around anymore, but there's one member left, and it's still a band. Still remembers. It's not a big deal. I like it. Brings back childhood memories for me. I'm a California girl just stuck in Colorado as per usual, but that's all right. Um, but yeah, that Platoon soundtrack voice, yeah, that's a good one. I like that one too. I totally forgot about that. I'm glad you brought that one up. Thank you. But yeah, it's amazing what movie soundtracks can do to really just reach out to people, and you have people reminisce people of their times back when they're in high school or their childhood. And yeah, it's just a beautiful thing. Music is a beautiful thing, and and for me, the more I learn about it, and especially learn from Royce's show, or from his co-host Lou, or from Michael Nolan's show Bottom Line, and from Dan McNeely, it's just amazing what you can learn just by listening to other people's stories and knowledge and stuff. It's really cool, and it's what I like about learning about music. It's just there's always something to learn. It doesn't matter how many times you listen to a band, or how many times you see them live, or how much you know about their songs. There's always something to learn, and I think through movie soundtracks, I think there is always something to learn. I mean, I learned that Bryan Adams, Sting, and Rod Stewart do know how to create a song that can really just capture people's hearts and appreciate what they have in their lives, and just stuff like that. I'm not gonna get too much. I don't like sharing my feelings too much, but yeah, but it's just music. It just has a way to connect with us, and a lot of these days, I don't know about you guys, but for me, music has been key. It has been game, and it's just something about music. The Monkeys music, obviously. It's just a lot of things. A lot of things I enjoy listening to because it just makes me feel better. It makes me go back in a place where life was really, really good. Not that I'm complaining or anything. No, no. I'm just saying, like, okay, if I put in words, seeing the Monkeys back in 2001. Yeah, it was 2001. Sorry for the eye logo. It's numbers, people. Trust me, it's numbers. I hate numbers. I'm bad at that. But yeah, it's just something about that concert. I don't know what it was. I don't know. It was that feeling in the air. I mean, I'm sure when you go to concerts, you have that buzz. You have that feeling in the air. Just the moment of greatness. That silence. You get your goosebumps on your arms, and then they hit the stage, and you're just like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm actually seeing them. That was the best feeling. Even when I went to see Kiss live. Oh my gosh. You kidding me? Okay, I'm gonna tell you something here. Every time I seen Kiss live, hearing that old time rock and roll by Led Zeppelin, the dun, dun, oh, lonely, lonely time. Every time that song, okay, Led Zeppelin will always be. I agree with Royce and Michael Nolan and Lou and Zeppelin is the bomb. They really are too. And it kind of, I just like that opening. I think because it just gets people hyped for the show. And usually when I start hearing that song before Kiss goes on stage, I'm like, you just see my arms. I'm full of goosebumps because I know that they're about to take the stage and, well, I want to buckle up because it's going to be a wild ride. And I loved it. I still do. I still want to go one more time, see him live. We'll see. We'll see. But man, just hearing that Led Zeppelin before Kiss goes on stage, that buzz, the energy, you can't beat that. I mean, really. And of course, going back to the Gorilla Stampede, it's gonna happen in I think 19 days. 19, which I am so ready, people. I cannot tell you. And that buzz is very real in that Rodeo State Stadium of ours. It's an outdoor venue, and we have bleachers and stuff. And that buzz is real. When that concert, when the lights go out and the band and the performer hits the stage, it's the greatest feeling in the world. Yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah, I just can't wait to see Brad Paisley light it up. I think he's gonna kill it. He's gonna kill it. Now, as stated before earlier, Royce, this before you showed up, so I'm gonna backtrack here. I have a new side gig. I'm gonna get paid to live stream. And so what I'm going to do on Friday is add in the details of how you guys can sign up to this platform for free. It doesn't cost you guys anything, and you guys can watch me live stream. I'm going to keep this podcast rolling. I love it, but I'm going to expand a little bit more here. So, and when I'm still going through my orientation for this side gig job, and I can do whatever I want. And so I've been talking about vlogging the stampede, and my phone's not cooperating. So hallelujah for the side job. So what I'm gonna do is that when it gets closer for the stampede, I'm gonna give you guys the information that you guys can register and all that, and you guys can follow me on that platform to see it because I just want to show you guys what it's like. And it's pretty cool though when the stampede's in town. It's pretty sweet. It's fun. It's rowdy. It's gonna be the 100th. So this is a huge thing. This is like the Grand Poobah, something like a Grand Poobah of something happening in G Town. Really, that's where I am at. And so I'm excited for that. I want to show you guys what it's like, what's about. I'm planning to go twice, but in order for me to have this vlogging happen, I have to use this new platform getting paid to use. So I mean, I'm gonna keep YouTube on no matter what. So you guys are always gonna be connected. I'm gonna provide you guys with every information you need about it, and yeah. But I'm excited. I'm gonna be testing my first stream tomorrow on it, and if anybody wants, any of my Facebook friends wants information before Friday, just Facebook message me. I'll give you the info. Um, but I'm gonna be doing that too, and then I'll be back here Friday night, maybe Friday afternoon, because my brother uses this room and it gets pretty loud. So and quite frankly, people, I'm tired of editing for right now. I mean, you can't see it, but obviously you can't see this elbow either. But my elbows are just hurting too much these days to video edit, so it's time to fess up and stare at the camera, and that's okay. That's just gotta listen to the body. That's all it is. But regardless, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be bringing new content on here too, so don't worry about that. I have some plans. I'm trying to get another interview in. I'm just not sure when it's gonna happen yet. It takes time. Time is everything. This is gonna be. If I can get this interview, it's gonna be good. So I just can't really say anything because there isn't any guarantees just yet. So anyway, and again, thanks again for my friend Russ for this the wonderful Monkeys album. I just can't wait to put it on my record player and just get lost into the music. So it's much needed right now, and definitely hearing Monkeys music. I'm in the happy zone. I'll give it that. So thank you for that. All right, well, guys, I'm gonna let you go. So this is a brand new thing. We're gonna do this right now until my elbows get figured out and my shoulder gets figured out. So I figure it might be just a little easier. And plus, I like to stop being camera shy. I hate it, but I'm getting paid for it now too, so I gotta. Get used to it, right? So I'm gonna keep you guys informed with everything on this. So don't worry. I'll give you guys all the information. Till then, I'll see you Friday. And while you're at, check out my friend Royce's YouTube page, Royce in the House, every Sunday evening, 6:30 p.m. Specific Pacific Standard Time. And by the way, Royce, loose joke about meatloaf that didn't register. I mean, I get it, the pound for pound. Okay, I get that, but it didn't really register in my mind. It's just kind of like it's like hearing joke, and it's kind of like going pound for pound, and I'm just sitting there like with blank face. I'm like that. I'm like, oh my goodness. I don't know, but I was also tempted to steal loose wine that night. So I'm serious. I was tempted to take them. Like, part of me is like, just give me that bottle. Just give me the whole bottle. But anyway, yeah, that meatloaf joke. I'm like, that didn't register, but I have to give him props for trying. But anyway, guys, check out Royce in the House on YouTube. You won't regret it. You will not regret it. Trust me, you won't. All right, till then, I'll see you guys Friday, and yeah, I'll be back just like this, a little bit better. I promise you at some point I'll get rid of the stress here. I'll get there. It'll get there, but I also said it takes. I like the layers I'm growing, so we're getting there. We're almost there. So before you know, I'll be back to short hair, and I'll be fine with that too. It's gonna be 90 degrees at the end of the week, so I don't know. I guess it's time to get rid of the stress winter hair and go for the shorter. So it'll get done soon, very soon. All right, guys. Take care. I'll see you guys Friday. Thanks again, Royce. I'll be listening to it here in a few minutes. I'll see you later. I'll let you know how I like it. Which, by the way, I'm pretty sure I will enjoy very much. Bye bye, guys. Uh...